if I get there and about an hour before the RCQ starts so I can pick up cards and whatnot, and the store is not even open. The store doesn't open until 20 minutes before the thing starts. I was like, alright, whatever. So I stood outside for like 20 minutes, chilled, and I walk in there when the doors open. I start ordering cards off of a little kiosk that they have. I'm like, okay, I need an Undying Malice. I type in Undying Malice, out of stock. I'm like, okay, I see. What about Feign Death? You know, Feign Death's like the same card. I could just replace it, out of stock. Okay. How about Urborg? Can I at least get an Urborg? Nope, out of stock. I'm like, okay. How about Ob Nixilis? Because I definitely need some Ob Nixilises for my sideboard. They have those. They certainly did have those. But they had them in foil, and they were $8. I was like, okay, that's not a big deal. I can just buy those. So I picked those up. And then I was like, oh, I need a couple of Night's Whispers. They're probably like $2. I look up Night's Whisper. The only one they have is the original foil Night's Whispers. $50 a piece. I was like sitting there contemplating, like, do I really want to spend $50 for a Night's Whisper? I sat there and I thought about it for like a minute, and I was like, you know what? I can just sell these after I finish this RCQ. Sure. I put them in my cart. I put my order in. I go to the front desk, and I'm like, I see a list of people that sign up for the RCQ, and I was like, was there like an online sign up? Because I could not find an online sign up anywhere. And they were like, yeah, you're supposed to sign up online. I was like, oh, well, can I still sign up? And they're like, yeah, we'll put you on the wait list. You'll be wait list number 1. I was like, okay, that means I probably have a pretty good chance of getting in if I'm wait list number 1. So I hung out for... I did not draw a fetch line. That's kind of a bummer. I hung out for so long. People were filing in, and I got my cards, and I sleeved my $50 foil Night's Whispers in shambles, pain, and agony. And the tournament's about to start, like, a minute or so. Excuse me. The tournament was just about to start in, like, a minute or so. And I was still on the wait list, so I couldn't even, like, put in the companion code or whatever. And I was just waiting, and they were like, Mikey? And I was like, that's me. And they're like, you're in. And I was like, all right, sweet. I have some, like, Frankenstein build of Scam, because I'm missing, like, 4 of the cards I needed. So I wasn't very confident, but I was like, all right, sure, I'm in. And then right as I paid for my tournament entry, and the last guy whose spot I was about to take, because he didn't show up, walks in the door. And the TO's like looking at him, looking at me, looking at him, looking at me, and being like, he's talking to the judge that's next to him. He's like, can we put in a 49th player? And the judge is like, yeah, probably. So he adds me as the 49th player when the cap was 48 and starts the tournament. And I'm like, I didn't get a pairing. And they're like, you didn't get a pairing? And then they canceled the entire round 1 of the tournament, even though people already started playing. And they like tried to add me again, and they started it again. And I'm like, I still didn't get a pairing. And they're like, all right, we can't add you then. We can refund you for your tournament entry. And I was like, sure. They refunded me for my tournament entry, and I was like, you know what? Look, I bought these Night's Whispers and these Ob Nixilises for this tournament. Is there a chance I could get a refund? And I looked behind the guy, and there's a sign that says absolutely no refunds on singles. And the guy, like, looks at me, and he's like, sure. Sure, I'll give you a refund. Just because he felt bad for me. So I didn't end up spending $100 on Night's Whispers. And then I drove home. I went to a coffee shop completely out of breakfast sandwiches. I was in shambles. I got a coffee instead. And then somebody bumped into me after I got the coffee, and I spilled it on my jacket. And I was like, yep, that's how today's going. I should have discarded the land. I was just telling the story. It was such a bad day yesterday. Yeah, I should have discarded the Tarn. And I asked them too, I was like, how come how come I couldn't sign up for the RCQ online? Like, where was this? And they're like, oh, you were probably looking at our old website that only sells singles. We actually have a new website here where you can sign up for the RCQ. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean you have a new website? Oh, man. That was pretty tilting, too. You went to Topgolf this weekend and broke one of the clubs just from hitting the ball. When I used to golf in high school, because that was the sport I picked, I let my brother do some golfing, and the first time he ever hit a golf ball, he shattered the head off of my club. It was actually kind of impressive. Well, I probably shouldn't have lost both of my Fables this game, but it was story time, so that's okay. So I drove an hour and a half, stood around for an hour, just to get refunded like $150. It was a 2-slot, 48-person RCQ, so I actually had like a pretty decent chance of making it, I think. It's time to connive, bros. I want a Spell Snare? Probably. Well, it counters the Croak, so I'm actually gonna top that. Yo, what's up, Shark? Yo, you should have said hi. It's all good, though. It's all G. Oh, the song's really loud. Can you take me to dinner in San Diego? If I end up going to the, like, RCQ, or the RC, I don't know if I'm gonna go. Maybe if they have LCQs, I'll give it a shot, but San Diego's far. Original foils, they claimed that they were near mint, but they were actually, like, kind of cloudy. Got headphones in. I had, like, one earbud in. I was listening to some music, but yeah. I don't know, if you ever see me in person, feel free to say hi. I love meeting new people. Oh, man. I think I'm gonna Spell Snare this. Oh, wrong mana. It's a lot of lands. They're almost dead, though. My Wren's about to ult. Croaks is not going to be good enough because I just discard a land, fly over, and kill them. How'd your RCQ go, Shark? Push. Alright. I need to do something about this Wrenn. If I can't do something about this Wrenn, then they're going to be in significant trouble. Maybe I can rip another Spell Piercer or Spell Snare. Or more land. Yay, land. Are you going to beat Wrenn? Think this Wrenn ult's going to ruin them? Just a hunch, though. Oh, that just kills them. Alright. I guess that works, too. Missed top 8 after Mold of 5 against Hammer. On red-black. Their land was Castle with no Swamp. Lost to Cauldra. Oof, I'm sorry. Hammer's a really good deck. Against GDS, what do I want? On the bright side, at least I didn't have to spend $100 on Night's Whispers, and they were able to give me a refund for those. That's the bright side of the story. I was just surprised that, like, being number 1 on the wait list, and I still didn't make it in. I just didn't think that everybody was going to show up. It's usually at least, like, 1 or 2 people that cancel, but I guess it being the last RCQ of the season meant that everybody wanted to show up. I guess Aether Spellbomb's not terrible. What am I cutting? I don't know. Most of these cards seem good against GDS. Maybe the Aether Spellbomb's not great. The Drum could probably be a cut as well. I don't need 2 Boseijus, but it seems like 2 Boseijus is a staple. registered Saturday night. I called and they had like 10 spots. I couldn't figure out like how to register online, at least Sunday morning. So I was just like, oh, I'll just go there. Hopefully, like, I can be there early and there's still a spot. I should have called them, though. I didn't even submit. Sideboards are for chumps anyways. A lot of Sagas, not a whole lot going on. I guess I can keep this hand with a Bauble and a fetch land. I was super on the fence about going in the first place, so it's kind of on me for not, like, pre-regging. Cracking the Bauble. It's a really good draw. I think I'm just gonna Bauble myself with this fetch. Probably on their... No, I should do it on my turn. A little bit of Persona music in the morning. Don't hate that. I actually wanted to cut this Aether Spellbomb for Engineered Explosives, so... Assuming this was an Eon one, it'd probably be a little bit better. I'm gonna have to end up playing the Boseiju and picking up a land. My Wrenn. My Wrenn! So this Temur deck that we're playing actually ended up winning the challenge on Saturday. So I figured we should give it a try. It's either this or Jun Saga, because Jun Saga also had like a really, really good showing. I think I'm just gonna bounce this because I'm gonna have my mana tied up for the next 2 turns. Goyf, that's pretty large. I'm just gonna go on the Urza Saga plan. They could have a dress down and that could be kind of devastating. But I don't know if they saw Saga game 1. I don't think they did. Still don't have red mana. I imagine they're probably stuck with a couple of red spells in their hand. That means I have the Springleaf Drum in my hand still, or in my deck still. So I was about to cut that too. Green Goyfster. How to lose $100 to Night's Whispers. So they'll give you a TLDR version. Basically, I went to my RCQ and I needed like 7 cards for the scam deck that I currently played like yesterday in the challenge. So I needed Night's Whispers, I needed Undying Malice, Feign Death, and Obs and Urborg. They had a little kiosk there that you could like order cards and pick them up from the front. So I ordered, like, I tried to order some Feign Deaths, they didn't have them. I tried to order some Malices, they didn't have them. Urborg, nope. Obs, I picked up a couple of Obs, $8 a piece for foil, standard foil. I was like, sure, whatever. Not that big of a deal. I look up Night's Whisper, and they have only $50 OG foils for Night's Whisper. That's all they have. And I'm sitting there contemplating, like, am I really about to spend $100 on Night's Whispers? Is that something I'm going to do right now? Thought about it, and I did it. I spent $100 on foiled Night's Whispers because I was like, oh, after the tournament, I'm just going to sell them. So I was number 1 on the waitlist for the RCQ, and I ended up not making it into the actual tournament despite being number 1 on the waitlist. So they refunded me my tournament entry after they said I was going to make it, but then they canceled it last minute. They're like, never mind, you're not going to make it. So I was like, that's fine. Apparently I don't got that dog in me, so I'm not going to make it. And I was like, well, I bought these like cards for this tournament specifically. Is there a chance I could get a refund? And they were like, they had a sign behind them that says absolutely no refunds on any singles. And I was like, can I still get a refund on them? And they're like, you know what? Yeah. So I got a refund on the $100 worth of Night's Whispers. This is the essence of a dingo stream right here. Essence of dingo. Oh, DT's in here after going to bed at 2 p.m. Actually, it was like 4:30 p.m. his time. Who goes to bed at 4:30 p.m.? I do. My grandparents. You do, but you work at night? What if you didn't? What if you didn't work at night? Would you still go to bed at 4:30 p.m.? You went 2-3 with scam? No! That's okay, we'll get him next time. There's always next go. Actually, there's probably not a next go. Alright, let me give you the TLDR version, Curry. Every time I tell this story, it's gonna get shorter and shorter. I purchased... So, I needed Nice Whispers for my RCQ, and the local game store only had 5th Dawn foils at $50 a piece. So I was like, fuck it, whatever. I only need them for one tournament, and then I'll sell them afterwards. So I bought $100 worth of Night Whispers, and then they're like, actually, you're not making it in the tournament, because I was number 1 on the wait list. So I was like, can I get a refund on these Night Whispers? So they're like, yeah. And then they refunded me the $100 for the Night Whispers. And I drove home sad. And with coffee stains on my jacket. Sadness on the stack. Drive home. Because they only had 2 5th Dawn foils of Night Whispers. But what about the absolutely no refund sign? Yeah. Despite them having an absolutely no refund sign in the back, they gave me a refund anyways because they felt that bad because I didn't make it in the tournament. More like an absolutely sometimes refund. I've been like half paying attention to these games, but we've been kind of crushing. Oh, is that a 2-mana spell? In my modern format, Spell Snare. You should feel bad about playing Night's Whisper. At least I'm not a boomer who goes to bed at 4:30 in the afternoon. You mean you don't want preview 5th Dawn foil Night's Whispers in your deck anyways? Look, there's these... There are full art foil Night's Whispers. Look at these. Full art foil Night's Whispers. $4. I'm looking forward to this version. Yeah, $100, 2 cards, no play, refund, sadness on stack, coffee on jacket. And now I'm here. Urza Saga's been carrying me so far. As long as this isn't a dress down. No, it's not a dress down. Murktide just struggles so hard with Urza Saga game 1. I would love to make another one. What's up, Manny? Merry Christmas, early. But the holiday spirit's there nonetheless. It's almost Bing Bong Bismuth. Trees up, I'm allowed to say it. Oh, they're still playing Archmage's Charm. Go into 1. Bold. How many bolts are in this deck? I feel like I've never seen bolt. Because there's only 2. Alright, how do we want to side against Murktide? Run Afoul? I assume Run Afoul's for this matchup. And if it's not, well... I know nothing. Oh, today's the day, Dilly. It's a big day. Also, I want against Murktide. I could bring in Needle for explosives. That doesn't seem terrible. Like, pre-game sideboard. I don't think that was the right term. Harder, better, faster, stronger, squirrel. Thank you for the prime sub. Welcome back for the 6 months. Appreciate that, squirrel. Thank you. Maybe I just take out like the counters and I just play more to the board. Just have Mystical Dispute. I don't know. I don't know how to board with this deck. It's just a soupy mess of cards. Chat, how do you board with the soupy mess of cards? I really don't know. This is what we're going with. Probably not correct. Yeah, this is pretty much Temur Jund. Have I lost a shitty mana? No, I've just been carried by Urza Saga. I'm gonna lose this game as soon as they kill my Ragavan, and then, yeah, this deck won the challenge. That it did. What? Is there a cool new Pioneer deck these days? I think Enigmatic Incarnation's like the coolest one. Quote-unquote coolest one. Angels, I guess, got significantly better with Kyla's reconstruction. My hubris, my greed. This is why I have 1 land on turn 3. Qualified for the RC with Enigmatic. It's enjoyable to play. It looks cool, but I don't know. And it's got cards like Spirited Companion in it, which makes me question reality. My version did not have bad dog. Gotta get that dog in you, or you ain't gonna make it. What do they have over there? That they're just like not killing anything I own? I feel the instant regret in keeping this hand. Or you think it's the likelihood that we'll see Pod come back? Probably very low. Can't imagine they're gonna bring Pod back when Yawgmoth's already like a top tier deck. Reusable Eldritch Evolution? Should play that deck that top 8s both weekend. I only play decks that win the challenge, sorry. My Urza Saga. Why do you play Scam? I'm not playing Scam right now. Mondays are for days that, you know, they're dedicated to challenge winning days. I really need to draw another land. Please let me ruin them with Wrenn. It's a wacky creativity list. Did Uriel end up winning, or did he get second to the Prowess guy? That Prowess guy dunked on me. Racer Man. Oh, good. An island. Thanks. That's all I wanted for Christmas was... Alright. Yeah, Thalion, you're right. This man is not good. I exiled Urza Saga, which wouldn't have let me cast Wrenn. Druid Island, that doesn't let me cast Wrenn. Getting got by the mana. A classic. I need you more than ever, green mana. You're letting me connive. And it's not green mana? What a tilt. What a tilt. What a tilt. Oh my god, 20 cards in, I haven't seen green mana. Ah shit, I'm tilted too. Brotherhood's End, right? Right. I get 4 more looks at green mana. Why? Why? I'm gonna take too much damage for this to be relevant. Remember when that one person was like, I want to watch you lose to the mana base? Oh, I remember. Guess what? It's happening. How many fetch lands are in this deck? 6. The perfect amount of fetch lands with your Wrenn and Six. Well, for some reason they didn't EE on 1 and pop it, so I actually have a chance this game. EE on 0. Speezy? Why? That's why it's called Wrenn and Six, for the 6 fetch lands. Genius. Why have I never thought about this? Oh my god, green mana. I never thought this day would come. Goodbye, Giganta, but I think I'm just gonna hold up heats. I need to Boseiju that and then probably play Goyf. Is Wrenn and Six bad in blue-white? Not really. But it just becomes more like 4-color, so depends on what type of a deck you want to play. He didn't dash. Crewing. I guess I should have waited on that heat. They could have like another Murktide or something. Who the hell knows? Goodbye, Goyf. I remember you, buddy. What do I have in here for fetchables? I'll have a mountain? Hell yeah. You know, I probably should have dashed this. Well, I'll be able to Boseiju this engineered explosives and then make a guy. To quote DT, I need to make a peoples. Am I supposed to jump? I died a bolt. I'm kind of dead to bolt regardless. Hey Slayer, good morning. On the mission to not die to bolt. Oh, Giganta survives? That can't be right. No, it's not about to survive. How many heats have they used? I've only used 2 heats. I block, they bolt it maybe? I don't know. Elk is not long for this world. Morning, Belfie. Our prelim is starting here in like 20 minutes. Did I sign up for it? I didn't. I'm gonna hate the mana base the whole time. It's modern. Actually gonna bolt this, so that way they can't bolt my elk. I can connect with the Shadowspear, hopefully, in Magical Dreamland. What? What the fuck? Like, alright, I give up. I know I'm at 17, I know I have 3 cards in hand. I know you only have an elk and you're at 4, but I give up, I can't beat that. Dun dun dun. Nope, nope, nope. Mull that shit. Looks the same to you. Any update on Wet Scam? I haven't really worked on it. I plan to play it more in leagues this week, though. I'm gonna play Modern Monday in an hour. Unfortunately, I don't really have any updates for it as of right now. I don't know. The deck's like, it's, you gotta fix the mana while also like being able to. That's the hardest part about that deck, is just casting your spells. Spells are incredibly powerful, but casting them is the hard part. Spikes deck. Yeah, just mess around with the mana and then you should be fine. I would not play the Shadow version though, I will tell you that much. I would play like probably the Dothy Pyro version still. Where'd it go? I cleared out a good portion of my decks last night, so I'm not gonna be able to find anything for a little bit here. This is the Death Shadow version. Yeah, so I replaced the Shadows with Dothy. We could try Ledger Shredder. I don't know how good Ledger Shredder would be without Bauble though. I think I'd probably run it like this. Cut a Thoughtseize and then go back up to the 4th Spyro. I did like the Flusters. I thought the Flusters were pretty good. Goose. Oh, it's loose and boltable. Oh, no, yeah, I would do Fastlane, sorry. This is still the Grixis Death Shadow mana base. So you gotta fix the mana. But like mana aside, I would play those cards. Sorry, mana aside, I'd play it like that. Am I gonna mana leak this thing? Probably. Fuck it. Good. Good. Thank you. What? I just want a mana leak it. Bud was like, Dingo, it's about to be 2023. Why are you still playing Mana Leak? Also, the stream's gonna go to like 1 FPS, by the way. So, it's gonna become a slideshow as I restart Moto. It's not you, it's me. It's actually Moto just ravaging all of my resources. So, I apologize in advance. Oh, we're really struggle busting out here today. Come on. You got this, Moto. Alright, let me refresh my camera. Sometimes it breaks my camera too. Mana leak. Can't believe I just crashed everything. What did that mana leak cost? Everything. Why did it have to show me Giganta too? It's like, dude, you have a Giganta. Come on, misclick. Holy fuckamole Moto. Yeah, it's actually called memory leak. I cast memory leak for emotional damage. This is Minecraft. Are you seeking steel, son? Apparently they're seeking steel. Just grow my Goyf again. Finale is gonna get them an Asmo. I guess I can cast Finale and go get a DRC. So I'll take that off the top of their deck. I got a DRC. Yay, DRC. Finally found the reason this deck is better than Blue-Red Berktide. Is it Goyf? This deck's not... The mana's not great. The cards are pretty strong, though. But that's mostly because of this and this. Not really because of Goyf, but Goyf is a fast clock. Yeah, I can cast the double green spells. I can cast Endurance. Attack with everything they have to chump here. And I can connect with these two, put them to 1. Die. You will die. Oh, the mud? Do I want to cast the mud? What did I discard? Probably Spell Pierce, huh? I'm in. Yeah, cast the Endurance from your opponent to shrink the Goyf. Let's go! Haywire, Pithing Needle. I want Lantern. Lantern's probably fine. I don't think I want Spellbomb. Ancient Grudge. Alpine Moon. Boseiju. We have so many cards to bring in. I'm probably cutting all this counter magic and just playing to the board. Ragavan seem like they are probably not great. Maybe like a critical mass of flyers would be better. I think Mana Leak gets significantly worse on the draw also. I'm gonna cut the drum. Ba-dum bum bum bum. Cut the Springleaf Drum. I'm gonna trim out a Bauble. You lost to 2018 humans splashing a place at a Sanctifier. Yeah, you could lose to that on Scam. I could see that. Sometimes Sanctifier is just good enough to beat you on its own. That's why people always ask me, they're like, Dingo, what's the best sideboard card against Scam? And I always say Sanctifier. Sanctifier. You should play Sanctifier against Scam if you want to beat them. That card is so good against them. This is Dingo. I wonder when that trip's coming in. You only won game 2 because I got top deck Path of Peril. I should put that card back in my sideboard. There's going to be even more Sanctifiers running around. You know, get the Ancient Grudge with 3 Boseijus. It's called a piece of art. It doesn't have to make sense. Do you think Da Vinci made any sense when he cut his ear off? No. Actually, who cut their ear off? That was not Da Vinci. Was it? It was Van Gogh. Do you think Van Gogh was making any sense when he cut his ear off? No. No, Mike Tyson Mike Tyson bit an ear off. There's a difference. Yeah, Da Vinci was just like perfect marble phallic objects. They are, I did see that. Yeah, like Mike Tyson's making like edibles that are shaped like ears. Like weed edibles. I thought that was kind of interesting. I want another land. I could probably bin it and then buy it back with rent anyways, so I don't think I want this. Morning, Casey. Yeah, you might as well lean into it, right? I mean, you're motherfucking Mike Tyson. You can do whatever you want. Hollyfield's part of them also. Makes sense. Morton Zeriak. That's probably getting pinged. I wonder how bad their hand was to lead on Urza Saga. Guess I don't have to ping that. I could just let it rock. I'm gonna get Steam events. I'm just gonna ping it. They want to spend the pirate on this, then it's gonna turn on Delirium here. Maybe not the best idea. So I'm not gonna guarantee third land drop, but I think that's okay. My hand could operate on 2. I almost lost $100 to Dice Whisper. Man, such a clickbaiter. If only it weren't true. Like, if I'm gonna be in content for the long game, I gotta have titles like that. It's true though. I spent $100 on Nice Whispers because all they had at the RCQ game store that I went to were 5th Dawn foils. So I had no other option but to get 5th Dawn foils. It wouldn't have been that much of a loss. So I spent $100 on Night's Whispers, and then they said, oh, you're actually not going to be in the tournament. And I was like, oh, even though I'm number 1 on the wait list? And they're like, yeah. The last guy showed up right as we took the payment, like took your payment to be in the tournament. And then I was like, well, I just bought $100 worth of the Night's Whispers. Can I return them? And they were like, yeah. Even though they had a sign that says absolutely no returns on singles. They just felt bad for me. Did they know who you were? No. I don't think they did. Hard to say. Who do you think you are? I am. Endurance. It's kind of annoying. We can rebuild though. We also have a prelim match. Sure. I didn't get punished for keeping a one-lander last time. Why would I get punished this time? Oh, an Ancient Grudge? If I've been the Ancient Grudge, I cracked the Bauble. Delirium. Goose. What do you want point refunded for? You have 4.5k points. Let me finish this match and then we'll go to the prelim match. Casting your goose too. Just to prove a point. Your goose, my goose. Our goose. A little bit of Minecraft music on the day. Never heard anybody. Scam. Who would play a garbage deck like Scam? Jebby's rich and you have 100k points. You just want to spend points on an hour of Mufasa. That's all you want to do? I respect it. I'm gonna heat this thing in upkeep. So I get my scry. Gotta get that scry in me. You already know. Oh, they gave up. Which is hilarious. Sure. Demonic Tutors. And a handful of scam cards. Why'd you cut the 4th Thoughtseize? Probably, well, I want to try it with only 3. But you should probably leave in the 4th Thoughtseize. I was playing 3 bolts instead. I'm good at Ragavan. Gotta make sure the deck still sucks, and oh boy, it does. Just talking all of the shit. Why you up a game, huh? If it sucks so bad. Anyone got a good list of scam? They don't exist. Didn't I play Mountain there? Why did I play Mountain? Over the Spirebluff Canal? Alright, Operation Try Not to Lose to Ragavan. Not going so well. I needed that. Koji. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome back for the 4th month. Appreciate you, Koji. Bing bong. Ah, man. It's not a bad draw, I guess. Play that plus leave up Spell Pierce. Might lose to Ragavan still. Hello, John. Alright, I think they've run out of spot removal. They have one card left. Oh, never mind. They put a card on top. It's more spot removal. You have Grief plus stupid card. It's an okay deck. Pretty alright. Die, Ragavan. I feel like Wrenn and Fable is just like so strong. Just like shell of just good red and green cards is very, very good. Yep. I got 2 birds. Caca. I wanted to hit him with the bird. Obviously, it's the better play to like bounce reflections back and forth, but we're so far ahead that I wanted to smack him with a bird. And then say caca. It's about the emotional damage. I want flusters. How do I board? That was another thing I've had an issue with this deck, is I don't know how to board. The numbers in this list are so painful. They're calculated. Calculated numbers. It's tuned. Refined. A masterpiece. How do you board against Murktide, by the way? You'd bring in like these. I don't think you want Fluster. I've been cutting mana leaks like pretty much post board every time. Calculate by Taco. -3 leaks. You're about at the same place as I am. You definitely want Mystical Disputes and Run Afoul. I don't know about this Lantern though. Lantern's probably fine. -1 Drum. That sounds fine. Plus a Fluster, and then I gotta cut 2 more. What other 2 do I cut? Minus a Fable. Could see that. Fable's like a little bit slow sometimes. I gotta make 1 more cut. Let's cut a Bauble. Yeah, maybe it's a DRC. DRC is typically not that good in the mirror. Or in the Murktide matchup. I call it the mirror because I only really played DRC in Murktide. It's not great, but I'm gonna keep it. This is just more looks at a Wrenn and Six. No problem. Make kills a Ragavan. Bunch of looks at a Wrenn. Step 1, kill Ragavan. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, profit. I actually welcome a DRC here. Also have to be careful of Blood Moon. Just like I know you should. So I could go fetch a green source and Boseiju this thing. That ramps them on mana though, so I'm not the fondest of that idea. I could just go like Stomping Ground, DRC Ragavan Bauble, Surveil, and like build a board presence and then Boseiju this later. I think I kind of like that a little bit better. Hard to say. Oh yeah, I could Ragavan then Boseiju. Let's actually do that. I like that better. Let's go Ragavan Boseiju. I don't really want to give them the mana on the start of their turn. Plus they could play Blood Moon. If I play Blood Moon, I'll float a green and then do a murder. We'll see what they have before we make our decision. They're going to take 1 extra card from my graveyard, but I think that's okay. That's actually going to be 2 when I channel the Boseiju. Let's skip OSTs. Oh man. OSRS? Down from some OSRS. You guys think about Needle. Needle is also not bad on like explosives. An X. Oh, drawing a heat. Not very cash money of you. That's right, I forgot it has a companion. I bought it one time. Oh, I kind of like that a little bit better. Hers is going to be really annoying, though. Not terrible. Second Ledger Shredder. Well, I feel like it's not going to be very impactful to leave up Flusterstorm at this point, so I think I'm just going to buy Giganta and then play this tap land. I'm probably just plan on looting away the Fluster. You want to crack Islet here? Interesting. That was a little bit better just to like run Giganta out. Just keep adding to my board maybe. It's a tough call. I'm just gonna try to pump these shredders. Maybe this is not the way to do it. But I feel like with them being at one card in hand, just trying to pump Shredder and like kill them seems fine. Goodbye, John. Yeah, they scooped. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Is this deck broken? Hold up. Thanks, Burnt. I was actually just wondering what I was gonna get for lunch too. I better have fries on it. I believe it does. Dibs on the candy bars. Canned fruit? Thank you, Burnt. This hand's gonna slap for sure. BBS, Burnt by Sin. Is that it? Do you like that abbreviation, Burnt? The old BBS? Y'all broke, stop bing bonging. We have like a bing bong hierarchy here. Who's rich in this channel? Who's rich in bones? Not cool. And Bing Bong Business is right around the corner. I guess I'm fetching no matter what, so it's kind of pointless. Crack some chests? I can do that. Chest cracky time. 5 chests. 1. Jace Bellerin. 2. Kazandu. 3. Triskelion. 4. Profane Tutor. The superior demonic tutor, by the way. And a hearse! I'm rich! Actually, I don't know how much hearse is anymore. But for all intents and purposes, I'm rich! Oh, you forgot to gamble? Damn. Feels bad, man. 20? That's not bad. Five more. Koth of the Hammer. Meltdown, that's like 20 tickets. Oh wait, holy shit, how much is Meltdown right now? Meltdown. 16. That's not bad. It's like 16, 17. Dun, 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 dun. So we're going to 47. Got one more chest. One more. Chandra Blaze. Chandra Blaze. You always open something nice. Like a Boseiju. I think that was what I opened last time, right? Was that Boseiju? Oh, it's rhinos. I thought this was zoo. Alright, Goyf's gonna have to do some work. I guess I could go DRC. You can find rhinos at the zoo, though. True, true. Maybe I was supposed to top that Shadowspear. But I also want to grow the Goyf. Ren's gonna die, it's gonna turn on Delirium. Goyf's gonna get huge. Huge. Yeah, chests have been pretty kind to me lately. I also opened a Shieldred like 2 days ago. Or was that yesterday? I think it was 2 days ago I opened a Shieldred. You say Keck W, but I'm probably gonna get dunked on by them burnt. Oh yeah, I gotta call you Taco now that burnt bison's here. Can't have two burns in the same place. Suspends footfalls. I would like to participate in combat. Let me call you Scott. I can do that. Are they gonna kill my Goyf? If Goyf could pitch to Fury or Grief, I'd snap off 4 of them and scam in a heartbeat. Absolutely. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Shieldred's so expensive. Mana Leak Red on time. Your move. I would like to block and bounce. What is this? Otawara. Nope, still gotta do this. Take 8. What am I looking to find here? Maybe heat? Land heat? I'm just coming off as a spend 3 turns. Okay, well I have time, as long as my opponent's last card isn't nutty. If their last card's another removal spell, then I'm dead. Hey Ride or Die, how you doing? Gotta dodge to Fairy. I'm cool with Violent Outburst. I'm not happy about it, but I'm cool with it. I guess their last card's not very good. So, I think I'm gonna Wrenn minus plus Bolt 1. Not super confident about sending it. Yet, anyways. In shambles. Ugh. Just gonna do this to surveil and make them fetch. If I can find another bolt, then they're dead. I also need to not die. And I just don't really care about the Wrenn, I don't think. What an L? What an L? Fable seems really slow against them. Bolt's not great. Bolt's like better with Wrenn though. Just lets me kill half a Rhino. That or Teferi both win them the game there. Or another like Otawara, I guess. Spell Snare hits Fire Ice. But it's also not very good. I'm gonna take the Mystical Disputes instead. I don't know if that went through. I could just take more Boseijus. Okay, I guess I'm going to 4. Oh, that's good. That'll be good for me. Is Go Bust the cheapest place to get cards? You could check with like Card Hoarder also, but usually. At least it's not Shardless Agent. Shardless Agent would have been way worse for me. Need another one of those explosives. I guess they have endurance if they're shocking that in. Endurance is very annoying. I should have iterated before I played my land drop. Top 5 streamers just of Temur Saga, probably. I mean, there's probably 5 other people still playing it too. Get one more turn. One more turn of solace. Until the inevitable storm shows up. Hold on, Matteo. I got a game to win. Binding. Doesn't really do much for me. Another Otawara. I can get a Spellbomb and then heat the other one. So we have play. We can kill both of these with the combination of Spellbomb plus heat. Or that works too. I'm gonna play this prelim match over here on this monitor because I feel like this trophy match is more important. This prelim match is we're just going for 2-2, so we'll be double queuing, or I'll be double queuing. So I wanted to cut Spell Snare and Lightning Bolt, and I wanted to bring in an extra Boseiju. That was a very good Moldifor. Ragavan just carried me. I may just leave like one bolt in. I could have Needle for maybe like Otawara or Teferi. I could just bring the Mite also. I think the Mite's gonna be a little bit better actually. Just tutor for a way to kill Leyline Binding. His hand seems good. Sometimes they play Teferi. Depends on the build. Rude. You done after this in the prelim? Yeah. I'll be wrapping up here after the prelim's over. But I'll be back tonight for Dingo After Dark for sure. For sure. I think I'm leading with the Flusterstorm here. If they do make rhinos. So I don't want to get forced and negation. Forced and negation would be disaster. Nothing. Opium. But your Wi-Fi shitty, damn. My prelim opponent's playing Amulet. What did they keep over there? Making me wonder what they kept. Wave go. Thinking about conniving this spell pierce away. So I don't know if it's gonna be able to counter anything after this. Gotta do it. I'm doing it. So if they play rhinos, I have a heat for each rhino. You want to see the burrito? If I don't, everything's uncounterable over here on the amulet side. If I end up stopping stream before it gets here, that's kind of annoying. That's fine. Then I'll post a picture in the Discord. A little bit annoying. Ooh, Spellbomb. That's really good. I think we're gonna win this game, chat. I think we might take it. It's better than this Mana Leak for sure. This Mana Leak's not doing much. I don't think I'm gonna take this prelim game though. They have like a bajillion mana already. I already have a Cavern of Souls, and I'm just sitting here with a Mana Leak in my hand. Looking like a fool. Similar to this game. How Mana Leak's just sitting here like rotting in my hand. How did everybody get baited into playing this deck? I don't know, it's fun. I almost misclicked and cast it for the wrong cost. Something different. If losing's fun, we're about to 5-0. Trying to say if losing's fun. Just flooding out pretty badly over there.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.